Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Joe Panik makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for San Francisco, second baseman, number 12.
Hit out towards second. There's Baez, and he's retired here, 1 away. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think Brandon Belt is a guy to watch out for. He leads the ball club in both home runs and RBIs. Right now, he's the dominating power threat in this order.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Arrieta into the windup, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Boy, that is just a great at-bat right there. And that's just a case of a number 2 hitter going above and beyond the call of duty. He's just doing anything he can to spoil these pitches and find a way to get on base. And the fact that he did so and forced the pitcher to use up pitch after pitch, well, that's a win-win right there.
Buster Posey takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction, and besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Here comes the first pitch. Brandon Belt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Schwarber is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Johnny Cueto is on the mound for the Giants in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
High pop-up. Tomlinson is under it near the mound. 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seen the ball really well right now.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Chris Bryant waits on deck. Line hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a .500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
Chris Bryant takes his first shot now with a man at first following the 1-out single.
Well, this is kind of the way you draw it up. Have at least one guy on base for the middle of your order. We'll see if they can drive him in and get that early run.
And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in as you take a look at that highlighted column on your screen. He's closing in on that home run title.
Well, he does have a shot at that home run title, but he's only hit 2 home runs in his last 10 games, so might be tailing off a little.
And he lays off there, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Belted high in the air out to left. Blanco racing back at the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Brandon Crawford will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Oh, and he misses it. Around first, on his way to second now. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7.
Denard Span.
Denard Span will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Arrieta sets. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Baez fields it cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just one away.
Gregor Blanco steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
The first two pitches here, they're both down. They know that he's trying to get something in the air, try to get a sacrifice fly, so they're going to make it as difficult for him as possible.
Scorched to Bryant is up with it. Throw to the plate. A tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
Kelby Tomlinson will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Grounded to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Giants leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Javier Baez will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
1 ball.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Grounded back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Jason Hayward steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Posey scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Into the windup and the pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Batting 8th, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch coming, here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the catch is made out there with Blanco under it, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Johnny Cueto set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Arrieta gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around first, digging for 2 now. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Here's Joe Panik, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Runner on third, nobody out. You figure just about any ground ball to the shortstop or second baseman is going to score a run. Here he gets even more than he bargained for as he finds a hole right up the middle into center field for the RBI single.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-1 count and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Fowler and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 3-run home run off the bat of Buster Posey. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Giants have opened up their lead now 4-0.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
The first baseman, number 9.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit to third. Bryant takes it in. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
Well, this hasn't been the smoothest inning ever, so he just needed to get it out somehow. And I think he'll take it right here on that ground ball.
So one gone here in the San Francisco third, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
Center field number 2, Denard Span.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. First offering on its way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Four runs here in this half inning. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Leading off the inning, Jake Arrieta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and then he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Span comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Dexter Fowler in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And you can see the reaction on the mound. He's saying there is no way that pitch was outside. And it's a call I've got to have. Got to put that behind you, though, and move on.
Kyle Schwarber is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Just checking.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
On the move now is Fowler. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Yeah, and when you think about it, 0-2 is probably the toughest count to run on. There's too many things they can do. They can pitch out, they can throw fastballs away, and right here, they gun him down easy.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Two out, nobody on. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail here 4-0. Gregor Blanco will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Arrieta's ready. 0-2 on its way. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Standing in now, Kelby Tomlinson. As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
On the ground up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and a 1-out single here gets him a base runner in the 4th as you can check out his line so far. You'd like for him to give you at least another inning or so, but with numbers like that, he might be on pretty thin ice already.
Johnny Cueto comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Joe Panik as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you've got to have at this level.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Ball.
2-0 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Span is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Yeah, a dangerous pitch right there. 2-0 to a middle-of-the-order guy, and he gets away with it and gets him to lift an easy fly ball.
Anthony Rizzo is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. That misses. 1-2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Settling in now, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Cubbies have made this a 4-2 game now.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Drilled down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Addison Russell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Pitch out,
1-0.
Nothing doing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with one down. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Cutter, and that's a called strike two.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And the more 3-2 counts they can run up on this guy, the better off they're going to be. The quicker you run up that pitch count, the quicker you maybe get this guy out of here.
Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over, and he's back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And this is low, ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Crawford will make the play, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's the Giants 4 and the Cubs 2. Hunter Pence heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in and see if they can't get you some more.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Into the box, Buster Posey. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you see there, he's currently pacing the Giants in that category.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hit machine for them.
Brandon Belt will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Swing and a high chopper. Rizzo is there. There's one. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
Boy, and that's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he sends one deep down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby. Hunter Pence leaves the yard. Middle of the afternoon here in Wrigleyville. It's now 5-2 San Francisco. Chris Coughlin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Chris Coughlin.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Well, sometimes that's how these rallies start. Little fluke hit, and now they're in business to start things out.
Dexter Fowler stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Belt, and they turn 2. A double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Into the seats, 0-1. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Giants 5 and the Cubs 2. Justin Grimm will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
52, Justin Grimm.
And there is Denard Span. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Denard Span.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Schwarber will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's the lefty Gregor Blanco now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. (5-2) is our score here in inning number 6. Tap fouled at home plate. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Fowler has a read on it. 2 down.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Kelby Tomlinson will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Cueto into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw gets him, 2 down. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
He's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Javier Baez will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail 5-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Johnny Cueto is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
47, Johnny Cueto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Joe Panic. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Runners off for second. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Jason Hayward steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Cueto sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Addison Russell steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Off and running is Hayward. Pitch inside the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
And it looks like they're doing everything they can to not score in this game. I mean, this isn't even close here. That's almost a desperation attempt just to try and get on the board.
too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Miguel Montero will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Pence. Still going back. And Pence will have to hurry this back in off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
The pitcher, number 52, Justin.
Yeah, he got a pretty good pitch to hit there. He puts a real charge into this thing. You see it rattle around the plant life out there, and he pulls into second with 2 bases.
Number 5 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Posey gonna have to hurry, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the sidearmer, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Buster Posey.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ballgame. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Brandon Belt will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
The 1-0 delivery. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, I'll tell you, a side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Giants 5 and the Cubs 2. Dexter Fowler will stand in to start the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a ball hit in the air. Posey has a play, and he's set down, 1 away.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Kyle Schwarber stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Chris Bryant will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Cueto gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
He's at an even 100 pitches now for the ball game. I'd have to think this will be it if he can get this guy.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And a good take there. close, but it's 2-2.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Two and two count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
You know, and these guys could have used a few more long at-bats like this one earlier on in this game. Then maybe this starter would have been out of the game by now.
Heading out towards shallow right. Pence will wait on it, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail 5-2. Denard Span will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Pedro Strop will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Denard Span, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up and reined in, 1 away.
Well, I'll tell you, that bat is just miserable. I mean, I think the bat finally just said, look, I've had enough.
Here's the lefty, Gregor Blanco, now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Schwarber giving chase. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Kelby Tomlinson ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
2 out, nobody on. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Connor Gillespie will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Hit hard to the right side. Baez has it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Giants leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Santiago Casilla is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Santiago Casilla.
Striding in to start the 9th, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, number 44.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Casilla pauses. Here it is on 2-1. 3-1 now.
And he'll be selective up there now because the Cubs would love to have a leadoff walk here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And it's a 5-3 game now.
Oh, and his great year just keeps going on and on. Like you say, that's home run number 40 on the year now. He's definitely making a case to be in the running to take some hardware home at the end of the season.
Javier Baez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
0-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. No outs, nobody on. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
And as a hitter, the thing you hate about this is that you have to have consistency. If this was a strike in the second inning, then that's fine. But if this was a ball earlier and now it's a strike, what's changed? That's what ticks guys off. Just keep it consistent.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Swing and a liner, but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard. And, oh, this is off the second base bag. Panic barehanded. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Addison Russell. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, the Giants couldn't have done it this afternoon without the performance of this man, Hunter Pence. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 5-3. So long from Wrigleyville.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victory.